Good morning, friends. It's Christmas week, and I'm getting ready to make some cookies. And this is my mom's favorite cookies. You know, she used to make this a lot, and of course, she didn't have a recipe, so she would just put things together, and they came out so good. So, but when I tried to make them, they never came out as good as hers. But little by little, I mastered this recipe, and I think they're pretty close to hers. So these are the butter cookies, and they're piped with the piping bag, and I make them round, and I make, you know, little straight lines, and we bake them in the oven. So it's the holidays, so we have to make some cookies. So it's been a long time since I've done a video, so there we go. So we're gonna start with butter. I have 1 cup of butter here, and I have 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And we're gonna mix this together. I'm doing it in my KitchenAid because it's easier. So I'm gonna whip this up. So this is unsalted butter, and that's been sitting out for at least 3 or 4 hours. So, and also in here there's eggs, so you have to let the eggs be at room temperature because it's easier to pipe them when they're nice and soft. So into the egg, I'm going to put some little bit of salt and my 2 egg yolks. 2 egg yolks go in there. A little bit of vanilla. No baking powder on this because they're buttery and sweet and nice. So vanilla goes in there, and I use white vanilla, but you can use any vanilla you have. There we go. These are the easiest cookies you want to make. They're very easy, very few ingredients. I mean, you probably have it at home. So the flour goes in first, next. There we go. There we go. All the flour is in. So now I'm going to mix. So you're gonna have a nice soft dough. Into my dough now, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons. It takes between 2 and 4 tablespoons of milk to make that dough nice and soft that goes through the piping bag. Really easy. I'm gonna see how much I need. But I think 2 tablespoons should be plenty. And that's it. You have beautiful, soft dough that's gonna make those beautiful butter cookies. So on this, my mom used to make them just plain, but I'm gonna embellish them a little bit. I'm gonna maybe dip them in chocolate and maybe some sprinkles on top. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but you see. You see when I'm done with them. So there's my dough, nice and soft, and you want it nice and soft because it needs to come out of the bag, out of the piping bag. So there we go. Okay, I'm gonna push this aside. My mixer. I have my cookie sheet with parchment paper, and I have my piping bag. And I'm using a star tip. This is pretty large. It doesn't have a number on it. Oh, it says 82. So I'm not sure if that means anything, but pretty large star tip. So in here, I'm going to put a little bit of my dough. Twist it, twist it, twist it. Twist it really good till you get your dough right on top. There you go. So now I'm going to make some pretty rosettes. And that's all it takes to make beautiful cookie butter cookies. And you don't have to spread these too much apart because they don't have a baking powder, so they're not gonna get any bigger than this. You might be able to put all of them in one pan. So I'm going to go ahead and pipe these up, and I'm going to come back and show you how to bake them. So there they are, my cookies. Piped them all up. I made 4, 8, 60. I made 20 on this one. And I made some little ones right here. Just straight, and we're going to dip this in chocolate. So my oven is preheated at 350. And we're going to make it bake in between 12 and 15 minutes. They don't take long. So the ingredients are going to be in the description box. Make sure you get that first. And make these cookies. They're delicious. I'm going to pop them in the oven. I put 12 minutes on, and I will come back and show you what they look like when they're done. There we are, we're back. My cookies look great. I let them cool off a little bit. So I melted some chocolate on a double boil here. And I'm gonna dip my cookies into the chocolate. So I'm just gonna do on one side. Gotta do it just a little bit, just like that. And I'm going to put it back on the parchment paper. There you go. And what I'm going to do with this, I have some sprinkles here. So I'm just going to sprinkle some Christmas sprinkles on it because it's Christmas. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up all this, and I'm going to come back and show you what they look like when they're all done. So there we are, all the cookies are done. I popped them in the refrigerator for a few minutes to get the chocolate cool off. And now I'm going to put them in my nice pretty platter right here. So exciting. These are good cookies to do anytime, not just for Christmas, but do it for your family. They're so much better than the ones you buy in the store. They're so nice and fluffy and buttery. So there is my platter. And I made some long ones. Look at the long ones, how cute. These are the long ones. I made those with the chocolate on top and a little bit of sprinkles. Who doesn't like sprinkles? So there's my butter cookies. Made them for Christmas, but you can make it anytime you want. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and share and give us some thumbs up. Merry Christmas, have a happy holidays, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.